Yes, Kevin, you look ripped. I agree.
Trash
to Cash podcast,
good.
episode 84. I'm Dave. Hey, where's our little tag thingies? People will never know our names
picker.
if I
What
don't.
are you talking about?
I'm not. You're right. See, this is what I mean. I need the tag so I can know what name I have. With me, as always, is Kevin, the Commonwealth picker, and Carrie, the American Arbitrage. Here we go.
What
Display
episode
names.
is this?
84.
700.
I have to say it like that. 84.
Sponsored by
and
American
84.
Bubble Boy.
This is the episode where Kevin jumps the shark and, a lot of controversy. We got to start it off with the controversy.
Yes.
Heavy controversy.
BubbleGAte.
And we got it. BubbleGAte 2023. It's like Watergate. So Kevin, what's going on? Now, I have never endorsed Supply Hut personally, but apparently Supply Hut is ripping people off. Code Trash to Cash.
Code Trash
on
to
Bubble
Cash,
Wrap.
guys.
So
be a part of the movement.
This podcast was a lot more funny before it started. You had me laughing before we started.
No. This is
what we're
listen.
doing.
This is good. Okay, so as you guys know, Kevin sold his soul to Supply Hut.
What are we talking about? You got a link
on that.
He's got a link.
Sink or swim. He's going down with them, or he's going to.
This podcast is. Oh my god.
No, okay, so I think this is really interesting. Someone, I think FJ Treasures, did a video where he measured in the wind some bubble wrap with a little foot measure thingy, and it seems like American Bubble Boy is giving you the right amount of bubble wrap,
Close,
but everyone
yeah.
else is giving you the
closest
wrong
by
amount of
far.
bubble wrap, which, to be honest, I kind of feel
Is there
dumb. I never
6?
even thought to check something like that. I just assumed, why would someone not give you the right amount of bubble wrap? It's not.
Isn't
never
it off
even
by a lot?
crossed my mind.
It's like
A
the
lot.
Subway footlong controversy.
Yeah.
That wasn't, and there was a class.
It wasn't
action
really a foot
lawsuit.
long. Yeah,
But it was 11
Like
inches,
size
though,
matters.
which I think everybody can agree is plenty, right? 11 inches
11
is plenty.
inches is more
Let
than
me
enough.
text
Twice what you
Dom.
need
Let me get my phone.
for a dinner. No, okay, so let
goodness.
me fill everyone in, because I know not everyone saw this, but basically someone did a test, FJ Treasures. He did a test where he measured out all the bubble wraps from
by the way,
6
is
different
brilliant.
companies. It's a good idea,
Really good
yeah.
idea.
That's boring.
Well, and
content,
again,
guys.
I
that
didn't
was
even
really
but no,
boring.
Okay, it was
good.
good though. It
I
was
was
informative. It was informative. Kevin was enthralled.
Who wants information?
But so Supply Hut came in way short, I think 40% less than promised. So you buy 750 feet of bubble wrap, you got 400 or something ridiculously insane like that, right? The Amazon
700
company.
got 420. I can't remember the number.
Yeah, Amazon came in short, but nothing was as short as Supply Hut.
Amazon
Supply Hut was the
came-
winner. Pretty close,
Yes.
but it was still short.
No, I think Amazon was. I don't know. I should probably.
Amazon Basics, I
notes.
watched it. No,
Everybody
Amazon
was
Basics was
well
100 feet short, 10, 20% short as well. Except for Bubble Boy. Bubble Boy was only 4% short. Still short though. Literally everyone was short.
Yeah.
Something I didn't even think
Yeah.
about, just measuring how much you got. But anyways, this is interesting, guys. This is an important reseller tip. As of right now, the only company actually giving you close to the amount you're ordering, as far as we know from the companies that were tested,
Really,
is Supply Hut.
anywhere close. Anywhere.
Maybe-
Wait, no.
I
It's Bubble
saw
Boy.
American Bubble
said
Boy. I'm sorry, not Supply Hut. Not Supply Hut.
Okay.
Supply Hut's screwing you.
Duck.
Don't buy it from them.
Trash to cash. Save money, though. Right?
Yeah, I don't
We're
know if
still pushing
saving
that, right?
5. So
We're
you
still
save
selling that, right? The
5%,
best deal
but you
by-
lose 40% of the bubble
Huge
wrap.
margin.
Just get in our Patreon. Spend money there. That's fine.
No. Okay, so although a lot of people were
this is-
promoting the Sam's Club bubble wrap, which I've never tried, never measured.
I've heard it's
I don't
good.
think that was measured, but that wasn't measured either. So we don't know if they're giving you the right amount either. But anyways, so for now, American Bubble Boy, coupon code NC Picker still. I haven't gotten it updated.
There's no coupon code for American Bubble Boy. There's none for
there is.
anybody
There's
that
an
I'm
NC
aware
Picker
of.
one. Well,
No,
it's not a
giving-
coupon code. It's just a referral code, right?
No, there's none of the above.
Didn't it used to give you a
It's
discount
just
on
a
your
link.
first order? No, it used to give you a discount on your first order.
The only thing I'm aware of that does that is Bubble Bucks. I could be wrong,
What?
but I'm pretty
You're totally
sure.
wrong. The first 3 orders, they save 5%, I thought, or
that's
10%.
not-
What are-
no, you're wrong.
What are the dimensions
Am I wrong?
of the Supply Hut?
He's the affiliate
actual
king,
shed
I don't
that
know.
you have, Kevin. What are the dimensions?
Yeah, the Supply
Dimensions
Hut. Oh, they're
12
probably wrong.
of your-
24.
Whatever
is it,
you
12
think
by
they are, they're wrong.
Exactly. So
Charlie
really
probably
it's
only
6 by
gave you,
12
a
is what you're
10.
really telling us? Cut it.
Kevin,
Cut
what's
it.
going on? What's going
What?
on? What can you tell
What's
us?
happening,
Why is
Kevin?
Charlie...
Why did this happen, Kevin?
I would first. Well, oh my goodness. All right. Well, look, the first thing I would say is that I think it's important to realize here that all these companies are severely undercutting you, all of them. And so I immediately put in a phone call. I actually knew about the video before it came out. And I made a phone call immediately. I'm trying to deal with it. You guys making fun of it, and I get it. It's kind of what we are. But this is stressing me out because when you put your name up with somebody else's name, you've got skin in the game, and I've got skin in the game here. So, and you've got skin in the game too, as much as you want to poke fun at me.
We're going to try to push that on you as much as possible. That's kind of the angle I'm going for.
Yeah, we'll be putting you under the bus tonight. That's our plan.
Well,
actually, to be fair, if you go watch my first time talking about Supply Hut, I said, I don't know if you should buy the bubble wrap. I still buy it from American Bubble Boy.
Well, that was my initial thought,
it,
Dave.
We all have been saying that, but I did try buying it. It smelled like cigarettes.
I've tried to process everything in my mind here. And I've used American Bubble Boy. We've always used American Bubble Boy. I've never used Supply Hut bubble wrap. So that's not an excuse, though, right? My name is associated with that. This podcast is associated with that. And it's an issue to me. And we'll make fun and we'll do whatever. But it's serious to me in a deep way. My wife's even been sweet to me today, which she knows I'm stressed out. That's rare, look. Yeah. It is what it is. There's only a few options. I used to be a baseball coach. I was the head of the National Honor Society. This stuff hits me hard, so I'll make fun of it in a few minutes. But give me a minute. Well, I'm just saying, this is real for me, right? So I've never hawked the bubble wrap, right, for Supply Hut. But this got me going. I immediately grabbed the tape roll. And I went outside and I stretched that tape roll. I sent you the video. And I'm like, yes. At least the tape is close, right? I think it was like 4 meters off with that roll. I measured one roll. Then I'm like, all right, now I'm checking the paper. And I take the paper roll out there, and it's supposed to be 900 feet. And I'm like, there's no way this is getting to 900 feet. And it didn't get to 900 feet. So I sent another.
You have one of those little roller thingies.
I do have one of those. When you're a baseball coach, you have those kind of things. You measure out fields trying to practice and do whatever.
So wait, how many feet was the bubble wrap? Not the bubble wrap, the paper.
It was slightly less. It was shorted by slightly less than the bubble wrap is shorted. So I sent a message and I just said, and this, I've already told you this, but I'm just going to, Carrie, I don't think you were in the chat here before we did it, but for me, I told Charlie, I'm like, look, we're just, as of right now, I'm going to suspend my links. I'm not going to do this. This needs to get straightened out. And, in all honesty.
So they can use the trash to cash link then instead to buy it?
Well, that's up to you, Carrie. Remember, guys, I'm not taking any money from it.
Zero. You get 5% off the bubble wrap, but Charlie takes 40% off the quantity of bubble wrap. So it's really a wash.
It's 35. So you're getting 5% back.
Either way, we're all losing.
we're screwed.
I don't know. Look, I've just been trying to process it and going through, and he sent some messages back. So I'm like, listen, I need assurance. First of all, this is if one company. And apparently it's going to be American Bubble Boy, at least for bubble wrap. It just says, because all of these companies are short, and a lot of them aren't even close. It's not even close. And if one company just gets the trust of people and says, all right, look, we're going to guarantee it, which is apparently the way that Joel is going on American Bubble Boy, and I applaud him for that, is, hey, guarantee this stuff. Measure it out. This video was, I think the first of many. That this type of video where if you can just get an assurance from one company, you could change a lot. And so I want to be a part of that. I don't want to be anything. Yeah,
I think honestly it could spur a lot of positive change. Honestly, I do agree with you. But to be clear, we wouldn't have had this issue if we just went with the ball shaving advertisement that I wanted to do that I brought to you guys. But it was for the lower region. It was like
that brings up a bigger question because we get, I don't know how many you get, but I mean I counted today just going through this because this is on my mind like nonstop. We've been in the Discord talking about it and whatever. I mean, hey, you put your name up with somebody you expect to. This is why I get phone numbers from people. Every single company that I work with one exception, Rolo, I don't have a dedicated number when I talk to somebody. And it's for this reason exactly, because if something happens like this, I want answers and I want to understand what the heck's going on. So as of now, I believe it should be, by the time this video comes out, everything should be suspended and those products should not be listed as they are or not listed at all. That was an assurance that I was given by Charlie, and he's gone right now. He's answered my texts and phone calls over vacation.
So
yeah.
I zoned out, but the short form of that really long thing was you said Charlie's going to stop selling it till he figures it out. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really
and until it's figured out,
I was thinking about Flip the World
Texas.
And to be fair,
I'm thinking of you.
I was thinking about.
To be fair, he may well have had no clue about the discrepancy. Honestly, it's not like he's in there manufacturing.
Okay. So, and I've gone through that too, right? Because I could make a video and say, "Oh, I had no idea," whatever. But look, this goes back to. I'm sorry to bore you with my teaching days, Dave, and National Honor Society, all that stuff. But I used to tell my team all the time. I said, success has many parents, and failure is an orphan. You can laugh at my quotes if you want, but that's a true statement. And when things go bad, things go wrong, nobody wants to take the blame for it. And I used to tell my team, when things went wrong, you can blame me. Don't point fingers at your teammates. Don't point fingers, whatever. You can blame me for it, and I'll take the blame for it, and then I'll do due diligence and try to deal with an issue.
We're visually spicing it up. If people get bored,
we're just giving the people a little entertainment while you bore them.
Well,
I have a day job, and in my day job, something I went through was being a support representative. That was like in the beginning of my career. And we had many times where a supplier would randomly change a part or a component where all of a sudden it didn't meet spec anymore, and we'd get failures in the field. And we'd have customers ringing in, and they'd be like, "Yo, this sucks. It's a piece of crap." Happened with a hood we made for one of our products, a hood to like block the sunlight. And we finally, after like 15 complaints, went in and checked, and we realized they completely changed the design without our permission. So I'm not trying to make excuses for Charlie. But it's very possible his first couple sample rolls were the correct measurement, and a supplier has been cutting back on cost by reducing the amount. Because you said he's not actually making his own bubble wrap.
This is across the board. It is all these companies. Right, he's not. But hey, I don't my stuff that I sell out of my eBay shed.
He should be QCing.
Right?
100%.
Okay, and you said, and I wouldn't have vetted bubble wrap from Supply Hut because I don't hawk it and I don't use it. However, Supply Hut is attached to my channel, and it's attached to this podcast. So, there's, I mean, you got to,
well, you know what
pay the piper. I mean,
you know what got me? The biggest thing, honestly, the biggest reason I didn't start buying bubble wrap from him is because he couldn't give me a guarantee on whether or not it had a core. That was the biggest thing. He's like, because his website said it doesn't have a core, but then he said sometimes it does. And then I ordered one that had a core, but then when I went to buy another one, it said no core. So core is like the big toilet paper thing in the middle that you put on your like little spinner.
And so without that, I don't want it. It's a good disaster movie.
So that's why I never really proceeded to continue to order it. Now, mind you, if I had been ordering it and American Bubble Boy a lot, I probably would have said, "Ooh, the size of these rolls is different." And that's probably what happened, is people who were buying. But it's really about how you, to be fair,
it's about how you use the bubble wrap. It's not so much the size, but it's the determination.
What are you talking
Carrie's
about?
Here, guys. Carrie's here. Do you remember when they wiped their butts?
Trying to lighten the mood. It's just so serious and businessy.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean,
it's like we're starting out with like.
No, I have a question. All those people, and I'm kind of calling out our sponsor Charlie here. All those people who got less bubble wrap than they ordered for the last 3-4 months, what are we going to do? Like, what can Charlie do? I mean, is there a way you can make it right? Maybe do
I think
if you've ordered bubble wrap. Well, listen, if you've ordered bubble wrap, maybe you should get like, once he gets the sizing figured out, get like a 60% off coupon code or something to make up for the difference in the amount of bubble wrap you were supposed to receive based on how many you ordered. That's work, but that would be a cool way to make it right.
Well, yeah, I mean, it has to be made right. I mean, look, let's just face it. To me, it does, right? If I put my name on a price, and look, I've used their boxes forever, and I use their tape.
That golf club box is killing it for me.
Right.
Love that box.
At the same time, what are you going to do? If everything's good 60% of the time, but you're getting ripped off over here, this is the bigger issue, period. And so it needs to be dealt with, and it needs to be dealt with quickly. Or, I mean, look, they're going to lose market share. We've already talked about American Bubble Boy. He's giving guarantees out here, and that's, hey, that's awesome. Yeah. That's the way it should be done. And hopefully, if there's one person, one company that says, hey, across the board, these are guarantees. Here's our customer service. This is how it's dealt with. And that's why I get these numbers, right? Because I don't know if you guys get this every once in a while, but every once in a while I get a message, hey, I didn't get this or I didn't get this. And I call those numbers, and to all of the credit of all of the companies that I work with, every one of them has always been dealt with to my satisfaction and the customer satisfaction. I think save one. And I'm not even sure about that one.
Let's throw him under the bus. Who was it? Was it American Arbitrage Cards? It was.
Adam and Eve?
What was it? Adam and Eve?
No. My favorite sponsor.
I'll tell you what, sometimes you think maybe that's where we ought to go. Huh?
But it's a podcast. We got to be edgy.
Right, because you're going to get those messages, right? If you put your name on something, you're going to get those messages, and that's why I don't make deals. I mean, here's an example, and you guys remember this. Do you remember Wholesale at FlipCon?
They were, I don't know, the musical artist?
Wholesale. You don't know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, she sings good music.
Oh my gosh.
Actually, her music's kind of weird, to be honest.
Had multiple conversations. This is what you got ripped on in the last podcast, by the way. Is doing this over
Wholesale.
Look,
well, Wholesale.
You're going to come out here.
That was a really weird premise.
You're going to come out here with industry names from businesses, and you expect us to take this serious, Kevin?
Did you know they went out of business? Carrie, you talked to them.
No, did they go out of business? Really?
They went out of business.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Right, and I had multiple conversations in person.
Was this just today? I was busy today. Was this a today?
Kevin sent it like 3 days ago to us. Yes, that Wholesale went out of business.
Because
you guys are always just. You guys are like, it's hard to keep up with here's our text message thing, just so everybody knows it. It's like 6 in the morning, and then Dave tells how much he made total on social media, and then Kevin comes in and he doubles or triples Dave, and then I'm just
triples.
I've got to try to save up for like a bean burrito here, guys. I'm not even going to be involved. This is just depressing. That's our text message group chat.
And then Dave,
Kevin crushing us with his numbers.
Dude, they're bringing back the Enchilito, Carrie. They're bringing back the Enchilito.
Dude, those are so good.
They're coming back.
I want a chalupa.
Dude, I would also. Let's take a break and go get a chalupa and reconvene.
Kevin, I think everybody knows.
Have a video coming out on my channel about this with some serious tone.
Everybody knows you sincerely care about this stuff, Kevin. I'm just giving you a hard time.
If BubbleGATE or having Harry Tornado on as a guest lost us more subscribers, that's the one I want to know. Which do you think?
Did we lose subscribers?
I don't know.
Are we looking at that sort of thing?
No.
I don't think we're losing subscribers. I think that actually, guys, let's go ahead and ask them. We never ask them. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. And smash the like
notifications
button. Smash.
Yeah, follow Kevin on Pinterest.
Don't smash
so he
it
can
too many
maybe
times.
catch up to me. He's given up because he knew it was too hard.
300, Carrie, 300 on Pinterest.
What a grind
yes,
that
that's
is.
all it takes to,
TikTok
to win
is
a
now
war.
awesome.
Wholesale. Kevin, tell us what Wholesale is and why we don't need to know.
It doesn't even really matter, but my point is, forget what it is. It went out of business, and they were courting all kinds of people for including both of you, I recall. I definitely know it was Carrie.
I remember ignoring them,
yeah.
I meant to do something, but I didn't get around to it. That happens a lot with me.
I'm not doing this. Truth. My point is, I take this stuff seriously and try to make sure that there's safeguards in place so that this kind of stuff doesn't happen. And if it does happen, there is some kind of recourse. And that's what I'm in the middle of right now. That's what we're in the middle of. Yeah.
Let me ask a little background question. So with Wholesale, the premise, I believe, because I have ADHD and I couldn't pay attention to the lady, she had red hair, I think, and I zoned out when she talked to me. But it was something to do with selling your haul. Do you send it all into them and then they sell it for you? Just give me some concept of what this company did.
There was two different things where you could do some kind of consignment thing. But yeah, you box up your stuff essentially and sell it off as a lot, and then you could do it that way.
But they weren't holding... They weren't holding people's inventory, right? Like, people didn't lose inventory or money or anything like that?
There was no vault or anything.
Okay.
No, I didn't think the idea was good at all. And, my point is that there's 6 messages on my email every day from somebody to do something. And
how many of them? How many of them are selling penny candies? Like I imagine the emails Kevin gets are like about penny candies, like old timey remedies, medicines.
Well, I mean, on that note, Kevin, where do you land on the Nips versus Werther's argument over at the nursing home? The Nips have the chocolate inside, which is pretty good.
What's a
but
nip?
It tastes like chocolate.
Like I know what a nip is.
You've never had Nips?
What?
Yeah.
Like I don't know Nips, is that an East Coast thing?
It's a candy. No, it's a candy. It's like a grandpa candy. It's the caramel. It's like a Werther on the outside, but there's like this disgusting chalky chocolate on the inside.
I thought you were talking about Kevin's nipples again, which we haven't discussed in a while. It's been a while. He wants to be so business. He wants to be the number one business podcast in Ukraine or wherever. But the thing is, we aren't going to be that because we're not good at business, Kevin.
No, we're not good at business, Kevin. Listen, okay, so all I'll say is
apparently it doesn't get you very far.
So let's move past the Supply Hut thing, but go ahead, smash that dislike button if you're mad at Kevin. Hit the like button if you are mad at Carrie. And just
put shame. For me. If you're mad at Kevin, put shame. Comment shame.
Shame in the comments.
Just shame.
Thank you for being a friend. You watch enough Golden Girls, Carrie.
A friend. Go, Carrie. Next line.
I love the Golden Girls.
I don't know anymore.
Hey, it's a loving shame. It's so that you feel better. It feels like.
Yo, look at
would
that,
y'all
guys.
ever
Look
decide if you're going to 127? That's really nice.
Hold on and look at that. Isn't that cool looking? I'm showing the Trash to Cash sticker available on ncflipper.com. Trash to Cash hollow sticker.
So this is our actual text messages. It's nothing like Carrie describes because he has to read 70 messages before he wakes up.
Yeah.
The actual text messages is Dave sending a message, please share my Instagram story with these stickers. Yes. So I go to the Instagram store and it says, don't buy Kevin's. Mine are way better. Please share my story.
Oh my gosh. They're so cool. And I got the ADH Dave flip one, too.
I mean, objectively, Kevin, and I mean this with love, they are better. Those are because they got the shiny.
No, yeah, there's no doubt. I shared it.
They're nice.
I
They're
shared
cool.
it. They're
I've sold
super
zero.
nice.
I've sold zero. So if you want them, I undercut Kevin by $1 because I won't be donating any of the money. So I figured I might as well be honest about it.
It's all going to my coffers.
That is true.
To be fair, is Kevin?
You didn't learn anything from Harry Tornado?
Let's bring that up. Is Kevin even donating it? I don't know.
Did you?
I'm just playing. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Wife in here, protect me here. I need some protection. You guys are impossible.
Did you watch the show with Harold Tornado?
Yes, and he actually spent time on charity and doing things, and you guys talked over him, you sung over him, and you got lashed in the comments.
We wanted to amplify his message.
Yeah, we were singing Sarah McLachlan. Talking about recorning corn or something. I mean,
it's a good question. Think about it. How does corn always end up in my poop? I don't eat corn that often, Kevin. It's always in there.
Can I mention, guys, this is an important note. We actually got a copyright strike for our rendition of In the Arms of an Angel last week.
Did we really?
That's how
I thought you could sing stuff a cappella.
There's no way you got a copyright
Not when you sing it perfectly like Sarah McLachlan.
That is true. That is true.
They claim it.
It's true. I was playing the podcast on the speaker of my computer because my computer has speakers. And my dog, when he heard me singing, started to howl because he felt the emotion. Remember that old podcast where my dog was tripping out? It was like that.
Dude, do you remember that commercial, Kevin?
What
with the Arms of the Angel, and it was like the puppies in the shelter.
Everybody knows that commercial.
Yeah, good. Then Carrie
nailed it. It's
still
on. If you watch Bonanza, you'll get to see it.
You were
Speaking
saying
of Bonanza, I had a Bonanza sale.
Returning from your really
expensive
vacation.
I get home from vacation, and the hedgehog needs to go to the vet. The cat's got a rabbit, and then the dog has a rabbit, and it's just chaos around here. Can't find a phone.
Now, when you say they have a rabbit, is that like a loving, like, oh, they had a rabbit, or did they eat the rabbit?
I had to save the rabbit. It was perfect for Sarah McLachlan. So my kids are freaking out because they like bunnies.
Blood everywhere.
And actually there wasn't.
When was there blood in her commercials? What are you talking about?
Dobby is the killer. So Dobby has the rabbit in his
Harry
mouth,
Potter?
And then Wallen steals the rabbit and has the rabbit in his mouth, and we're all chasing around. Turner's got the hoverboard trying to catch the dog, and we finally got the dog, and I got the rabbit out of the dog, And it was alive.
Back to the Future 2.
This is like a broken carousel of time at Disney World. He's like in every single century somehow.
He's in every single
on the hoverboard with my guitar chasing them rabbits.
Well, we have, briar patch back there. We've got the berry bushes. And so I put the rabbit back in the bushes, and the kids were okay, and the dog wasn't happy, and the cat chased it. But it's all, they're all
dog
good.
Back,
They're all
you got
alive.
your truck back. You got your house back. You got your...
But I'm still short bubble wrap.
Okay, well, listen. I discovered a great musical artist I'm going to go ahead and recommend on the show. I already recommended this artist to Kevin and Carrie. They had already heard of her. Tracy Chapman. Pretty good singer right there. I like a lot of her songs. Yeah, so Luke Combs brought her to my
welcome
attention
to freshman year of college
by singing Fast Cars, and then I went and listened to Tracy Chapman. Like, a lot of her stuff is really good. So
my
if you haven't
son
listened to her in a while,
Luke Combs wrote that song. I'm like, no chance that happened.
No, yeah, I did. I knew it was familiar when I heard it. I said, I don't feel like this is his song, but I'm enjoying this a lot. So I went.
Are you telling me the writer of Beer Never Broke My Heart didn't write Fast Cars?
Listen, if you're going to talk bad about Luke Combs, me and Kevin are going to have some issues with you, sir.
Yeah.
I like Luke Combs. I honestly like several of his
weirdly
songs.
good.
No, he's got a great voice.
Okay, so order your stickers, guys. I've sold 0. Cheaper than Kevin's. NCFlipper.com.
You sold them on your Whatnot show?
That's true. I did sell like 2 on my Whatnot show, and I gave them a discount too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Shame.
Okay, so
shame.
What is so beyond Kevin being awful? What else did we want to cover tonight? I mean, well, let's go back to Kevin being awful. Let's go back.
Yeah, I like that.
You were going to talk. You were going to talk about the 127, Kevin. You told us. Yeah. I messaged Kevin. I said,
Kevin's got another vacation,
and he's like, "No, I've got another vacation. Dubai this time, really, Kevin? United Arab Emirates Airline.
Do you need to ski in the summer, Kevin? It's not necessary.
You know, he has a bedroom on his flight to the UAE. A whole bedroom.
I know. He's got one of those. Yeah. He's got that. I watch those videos on YouTube. Those super fancy,
those are
first class flight videos. They're dope.
So, Kevin, why are you asking us when you just shot us down a few days ago?
Yeah, I'm not asking you. I was trying to give a plug to Chris Old School Picker, who asked me, "Are you going to have a meetup?"
What did he pay you?
My answer, nothing. My answer was no. I'm not planning on going. Dave and Carrie. Dave was thinking about it. Carrie's,
I still might go.
Carrie can't make a decision.
There's going, and then there's an event.
Is going to have a meetup, and I said, "Good."
Yeah, so
you
Mike
can't really have an event without Kevin.
So there it is. Go
You're
check
the one
out
that brings people in.
His event is.
Okay, so yeah, Kevin. What I was going to say is I might go.
BubbleGAte.
I might go, but I would probably just attend his meetup, not do my own meetup, because really, at the end of the day, I want to use his money, not my money. That's kind of my thought process there. So
you could donate $1 of the sticker.
We could do some add-ons that cost money
raise the price,
around his
or
event.
you could sell the stickers at his event.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sell
Carrie,
boxes. I got an idea.
Even if... Okay, go ahead.
Sell boxes of hats that you found for $20 a box. Do that.
Oh, I've heard of that before. Hey, do you know what? We do have a new patron. Okay, we've got a couple patrons to talk about, but there's one that Carrie actually has a job to do. They purchased the Get Motivated by American Arbitrage tier.
This is good.
Okay? And that tier requires Carrie to spend, oh my gosh, I don't even remember, I think 60 seconds motivating Matt's profit pursuit. So go ahead, Carrie.
Oh, do I have to do it on the show?
You have to do it right now.
Okay.
No, do it right now.
What's his name again?
This is for you. Matt's profit pursuit.
Hey, buddy. Matt's profits. Listen here, dude. You've come to the right place at the right time, and it's the right moment, okay? Did you know you're capable of absolutely anything as long as you set your standards low enough? Okay? You can do anything in this world as long as it's reasonable. And by reasonable, just low, super low. Look, here's how I've succeeded in life. I haven't. See, that's the brilliance. That's the brilliance.
So he can beat you.
You fake it until you fake it. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're never going to make it. None of us do. Look at Kevin. He's living a lie. Okay? Where am I at?
I think it's got to be 60 seconds. I didn't turn on a timer.
That's
I'm not that
enough.
organized.
But Matt, let me be serious. Look, dude.
Oh, no.
Go out and pick stuff that's worth money. Pay less than it's worth. Put it on eBay, make a few dollars, put it on $1, starts on whatnot, lose some money, whatever you choose.
Don't consistent. Buy bubble wrap from Supply Hut.
Yeah. We're going to get you 5% off, so that's going to get you up to 35% off, okay? So, Matt's profits, thank you for the 33. No, I want him to get his money's worth. Matt's profits, okay, guys? Go follow him on YouTube and eBay. Buy something from him. He spent $33. I don't get any of that. Kevin gets it all.
33, so we all get 11. Make a wish. Okay, what do you want to piggyback on this time, mister?
Well, there was a comment, and I can't find it right now, but there was a comment, and Carrie agreed with the comment, that the problem with Carrie getting fired all the time is that the expectations are too high because he has 3 degrees.
True.
So he's like, that's the key. So he's like, that's going to be it,
No, I'm the king of getting the job. I am the failure of keeping the job. I've always been able to get jobs, but then when I show up and they realize, that's not what I expected. It never worked.
Listen, and here's the thing: if you guys are mad at Supply Hut and want to take a break from Supply Hut, I want to mention it like 15 times. Really, he's getting extra press.
Yeah, he is. He's getting his money's worth.
Go ahead and dedicate that money over on the Patreon, like the following wonderful people: Happy Hound Trading, Harry Tornado, the actual
Harry Tornado. He said something in the Discord, guys.
Disgruntled Octopus, Diana. Austin, Cheek Favors, Superhero Headquarters, SoCal Flipper, ABC Matt Sales by Tony, Des Hardy, New Jersey Picker, Resell, Logan Murky, and Biscuit Butt. Thank you guys.
I love all of them with an undying, unquenched love.
And you can be a part of that as well over on the Patreon. Anyways.
There's nothing I love more than them.
So I got a question.
I want to... Okay, go ahead, and then we'll talk about feet.
Okay. Feet. Okay, as I say,
I don't want people to drop off during your boring segment, but go ahead.
To assuage my guilt here, so I was thinking about giving away bubble wrap. Should I give away Supply Hut bubble wrap on the show every day, or should I give away American Bubble Wrap? Like,
you can give it away as long as you advertise it as 426 feet.
But it's free. It's free. It's free.
Hey, okay, so less bubble wrap than you expect is the prize. Like,
I think we'll give away American Bubble Boy bubble wrap.
You gotta stop selling that.
Speaking of crappy giveaways, Dave had the crappiest giveaway I've ever seen on Whatnot, and I won it. I'm like, what is this?
I don't even know.
And he drew a.
Where is it?
No, I can't even say it on here. I can't even. Say
He hasn't even sent it yet.
Did Tina sign it? Did Tina sign it?
I don't know. So it's like, you know how they sell those like baby shower plush, Carrie, where you can write the baby's name and weight, and it's like a dog. And basically, like, you give it as a gift. And when the baby comes, it, like, you write down the baby's name, the weight, the age, all that stuff, or the date, whatever.
Yeah.
And then people sign it, right? Congratulations, blah, blah, blah. I bought this, kind of, and threw it into a big garbage bag. They signed the plush. And so the plush had a bunch of random autographs from people to this random person's baby. It was already signed by a bunch of random people.
Why the question is that? And then Dave signed. I'm like, Dave, you need to sign it for me. He signs it Commonwealth Picker, of course, like Carrie.
I signed it Commonwealth Picker, show. And then I drew a butthole on it, right on its butthole. And that's like that was the prize that Kevin won.
That's anatomy. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
You know what? I'll throw in some of the new ADH Dave stickers for you, Kev. How about that?
There you go. Now
that's what he should have changed his name of his channel to. Why did I buy that?
Why did you buy that?
Why did I buy that?
Why do you have that?
I literally told you guys last week. I went to an estate sale. Oh, you weren't here, Kevin, but you heard it.
No.
And there was trash bags. Fill a trash bag. Blah blah blah. And anyways, that fill a trash bag thing worked out. One of the plush I sold was in that trash bag last night. It ended up selling on Whatnot for $30, but it actually sells on eBay for like $70. It was something. It had like little balls that made noise in its head. Have you heard of this? It's like a little. I'm not doing a good job of describing.
It's not a very good description.
No, if Tina
it's got balls on its head that makes noise. What is it? A Cabbage Patch Kid? I don't know.
This thing. Okay, so this is a cat I'm holding up. It's a plush cat.
What's
so
a
you
plush?
Can look at it. It's got a big head. And when you shake it, you hear that noise?
Oh, yeah.
It sounds like just balls rattling, but it kind of sounds like it's purring. This is actually, Kevin, like a $60 plush if you find it.
So why didn't you sell it on eBay?
Yeah.
You didn't know, did you?
I thought I'd sell it for $2. I had no idea. And then when the Queen of Plush was bidding it up to $35, I'm like, is this a boa? She's like, yeah, it sells for like $60. Yeah, she's the Queen of Plush. I would hope she knows.
She should know.
Yeah, take that, Dawn. Take that, Dawn. But no, yeah.
Dawn's
so that's
upset
cool.
about it.
I hope she is. But I wanted to talk. Okay, go ahead.
All right, go ahead. No, that's all right.
Because I forgot.
Wondering vacation sales. When you went on vacation last time, when I went to Vegas, sales weren't great. But this time, I think we had like 27, 28 sales.
Was your team listing though?
No, I was listing. See, I'm not. Okay. I don't want to say it's too loud, but I don't really enjoy the beach that much. My wife.
I hate
just
the beach.
Loves
it's the freaking worst.
So
I like walking the beach for 10 minutes. I don't like sitting there for. I
love walking the beach.
We walked on the beach, Dave, and it was beautiful.
That was delightful, right, Carrie?
Yeah, that was delightful.
Me and Carrie held hands. We rolled up our pants. It was lovely, but I'm with you. Like walking on the beach at night. Awesome.
And so to me,
but
if
sitting
I'm out
there for 8 hours,
I'd sit there and I just listed stuff while I was sitting in the beach chair. Lots. I mean, I listed more this week than I did probably the last 2 weeks before that when I was home.
So that might be why your sales.
And
were
I had
going
a Bonanza
well,
sale.
Because you were listing. You weren't
sold
listing.
A $35 hat. No, I wasn't. Well, I think I still listed like one a day just to keep it going, but. I listed I had a Bonanza sale, $35, which you didn't share my story out when I put that out there, Dave. Why do you not share my stories?
It's sheer laziness. There's nothing to be said other than it's laziness. And I didn't see how you could really gain from me sharing a Bonanza story. Like it's not like they're gonna click your
Carrie
Bonanza
shares them all the
something.
time.
I love how I put a note
and rips on.
I put a note of something. Oh, I remember what it was. I was gonna say I put a note of something I want to talk about.
Okay.
Real sale?
He said real sale fake platform, which I don't really understand.
It is. I'm still not 100% sure Bonanza's an actual platform. I don't know if it's just a dude out like in a truck with like a satellite dish just like telling you sold something. Just giving you cash so he can stay relevant. I got enough off of that sale to buy like 2/3 of a roll of bubble wrap.
Well, that's just one roll of bubble wrap at Supply Hut, so yeah.
And I could put in more.
That's more. 2/3 is 66%.
One heck of a week.
Dude, okay, so maybe you should change the name of your shed, right? Like, what could we change it to where you can keep the same letters and just kind of like turn the S into an 8?
The
so it's like 8 Supply Hut?
Pizza Hut.
I think I should just give away free bubble wrap every week for like a year and call it the Bubble Barn.
Okay, it's your money. I don't care what you do with it. Okay, so I remembered. I wanted to talk about feet for a minute, and I taled about this on my Whatnot a little, but no one showed up to that Whatnot anyway, so it's fine. Actually, that's not true. There was like 80
I was going to say, I saw
there
was like 80 people in there.
Yeah, but no. So I went to this house. This is the worst. And I texted you guys to save me during this event. But I was supposed to drop my daughter off at a birthday party for one of her friends in school. And so I take them and I bring her to the front door and I say, Anna, I'm just going to drop you off and I'm leaving. And they're like, hey, come on in. I'm like, no, I got to go do some errands. Like, no, come in just for a minute. I said, no, I really, I'm just dropping her off for the birthday party. I'll come back. And no, you just have a beer. Come in and have a beer. I was like, oh, I don't even drink. It's no biggie. And I don't drink. They're like, no, come have a water. We've got water. And I was like, okay, I'll come and have water. I walk in. And right when I walk in, they're like, we're no shoe home. Please take your shoes off. And I'm like, oh, now I'm here. I got to take my shoes off for this stupid water I don't want.
Camera.
Like, once your shoes are off, like, now it's like a thing to leave once your shoes are off. And I walk in there, they pour me warm tap water, not to be unappreciative, but at that point, I'm already all the way back in the house. Like, come sit on the back porch and we'll chat a little bit. And I was like, oh my gosh. I ended up not being able to leave. I failed. I was there the whole time for like 2.5 hours. And I was like, well,
that's how the Olive Garden gets you. But instead of taking your shoes off, they give you those breadsticks,
Yeah.
Those things you can't leave once you've had a breadstick. I've tried, and they make you pay for the breadsticks. So you have to have a meal at that point.
I get no-shoe homes, and I'm sure there's like 12% of the people listening are no-shoe homes. But if I don't know you and I don't even want to be there, like, don't also make me take my shoes off. Like,
they wash your feet.
I know, don't.
I just felt like I feel so naked without, even in my house, I wear my shoes all the time. Like, I always have, like, I wear my slippers. I got my little slippers on. They're super warm. Or I wear shoes. Like, I don't like walking around barefoot, so it's like super uncomfortable for me. And the whole time I'm just sitting on the back porch, it's uncomfortable. My feet are a lot like Frodo Baggins. You have to be a part of
their delusion that their house is clean, and their house isn't clean.
Their house was
just because
clean,
you took your shoes off. It's dirty as everybody else's house. There's poop on the floor, poop on the walls, poop on the ceilings. That's everybody's house. Verbatim. Every house I've ever been in has been like that.
I hate to break it to you, buddy, but not every house has poop on the ceiling.
No, every house I have been to.
But I don't even know how you're getting
ceiling?
there.
Do you want to see my ceiling?
Okay, anyways, but there is a reselling tie-in, Kevin. I told them about what I did. I told him, I do reselling, I do YouTube, and he said, oh, okay, well, let me talk about me for longer. And I said, okay, we'll talk about you for longer. And so basically we talked about him the whole time, but he never even asked my channel name. I feel like there'd be some curiosity, wouldn't there?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to watch your stuff.
No.
I felt like Kevin. I felt like a bit like a diva. I was like, do you even know I'm ADH Dave? Dude, I mean, come on. I know the Commonwealth Picker.
Kevin just points to his fanny pack, and then he has
the guy who shills.
Say who he is.
I knew NC Picker, the guy who used to shill Supply Hut. Remember him?
Yeah, NC. Yeah, but ADH Dave would never.
ADH Dave has never shilled Supply Hut.
Yeah.
I actually haven't mentioned it mostly because I'm bad at shilling.
That's why North American Arbitrage.
Like 2 months.
North American Arbitrage won't do it either. American Arbitrage would do anything for money. North American Arbitrage. As a blind.
Oh my gosh!
I honestly didn't know they
cards. You don't need a bubble wrap card.
Yes. Exactly. You don't bubble wrap cards.
But okay,
you just throw them loose in a package.
This made me wonder, like the whole reselling thing. In general, I've kind of always avoided telling people I do reselling, and I just tell them about my day job, right? Because a lot of people, when you first meet them, they want to know what you do. Why is that the first thing everyone wants to know? What do you do? What do you do? Like, why are we so defined by our jobs?
It's an American
Why does that
thing.
Matter? It's stupid. Like, screw what you do. I don't care. Like, just tell me who you are. I don't really care who you work for.
It's hard to do that. It's easier to compartmentalize you if they find out that you just sell garbage. That's easier.
Well, and then my point was, like, I've always just not even mentioned I was a reseller because a lot of people don't respect it. But, like, you kind of have to just own it, right? Do you just own it, Carrie? Because it's all you do. It's either that or I do nothing.
I own it to the fact where I'm constantly joking about how bad I am at it because it's funny because nobody, I don't know.
All I do, I'm not even good at it.
But I think it's much more fun to poke fun at yourself than take yourself
serious.
We
need to change it.
I have 3 degrees. I don't need anybody to tell me I'm good at stuff. I've already been told by the University of Utah that I'm 3 degrees smart enough.
I'm 3 degrees good enough. Kevin, that's a really good question. What should the new topic of conversation be?
The bubble wrap. I think it should be what kind of thermal printer do you use? Just ask him, yeah.
He's got to shill something new.
I'm not shilling. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God.
No, I mean, I don't know. Like,
what happened to that solar powered toilet you were shilling?
That thing I love. You can rip on it all you want. It is expensive. I will agree with that.
Did you hear Josh talk about it?
Too. It's expensive.
He did shill it. Did you hear us making fun of your ad?
20 times. I love it. It was a long, ridiculous ad.
Okay, good. He knows.
I'm long-winded. That's all right. I sent it to you, and you told me that, and I still posted it.
I told you that before you published it, that it was long, and I couldn't make it through 3 minutes.
Ready for 9 minutes of me talking about this
solar power.
3 minutes, dude.
Even that was like a conglomeration.
Yeah, it felt like 9, though. That's not a good
decades. Sign. Right? That was like solar power from the future, plus he's using it to charge his chicken coop. Like, there was a lot, multiple generations
chicken
going
coop.
on.
How was it?
I'm sorry, I never got through it, so I don't really know what you did.
This, haven't we?
This
all of his
isn't
chickens
even,
are dead.
BubbleGate isn't the biggest, well, I don't know, maybe it is, but you know what the biggest story is in reselling?
Death Pile Picker.
Did you see his short? Did you see his short that he put out? Or no, it was a long form. It was the video that I was in with the family.
With all the swearing?
I think. Oh yeah, he swears. I have to stay away from him. The camera. I'm like, dude, I gotta edit this video.
You can't even pick with the guy.
It's ridiculous. He did buy me a burrito though, and we didn't. I missed one of the.
Suck on that, Carrie. No burrito for you.
Oh, it's good.
Well, because he can't even afford a bean burrito.
Mike did give me a bunch of free stuff, so.
He did. He's like, you want a burrito? I'm like, all right. He's like, bleep, bleep, bleep.
Just
burrito.
taking a bite out of the
burrito. Take it. Whatever.
Do you want a piece?
Can I just say to all our listeners who are still here, we're going to get to that, but we've got to at least address this to anyone who's still here. You're slightly ADD if you're still here, because we are all over the place in this episode. Congratulations on keeping
Kevin
up.
sharing a burrito with a random reseller. Go ahead.
This is like the most ADD episode ever.
It was
Go,
big
Kevin.
burrito.
We're gonna
like
bring it back.
size,
We're gonna bring it back.
Complete.
Size does.
Anyway,
size
he's
does
up.
matter.
I don't even know if I should say that. I'm gonna say it. He put it out. Nobody complained. But he's a nut, so whatever.
No one watched it. Of course no one complained.
He's buying an Afghan. He's buying an Afghan, and he doesn't post many videos. This is on his channel. You should go check it out. And he's buying an Afghan from an old lady, an older lady. And he's like, what is, and he can't hear. Like, he's got trouble hearing. And the lady says it's an African or whatever. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he asks again, he's like, I'm not from around here. Would you tell me what this blanket is called? And she says, it's an African. It's an Afghan. It's an African. I'm like, what in the world?
Interesting.
Like, and he puts it on his video. I'm like, I don't know if I put that on my video. But he did. It was pretty funny.
So
Afghan.
Okay, so I have a question, and I totally forgot it.
I thought that was a
Carrie's
funny
giving me his
story, and
creepy
nobody
eyes.
laughed. Carrie
It
didn't
wasn't
even give
that
me a
funny.
chuckle.
I'm trying to give you
should
something,
watch
but
it.
it was like just not that
It's
funny.
just
I
the way
mean,
you told the story.
was
Maybe
funny.
the way he
You
told
should
it would have
watch
been
it.
funny.
Go watch his video. It's fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll watch the original delivery. It was a little bit more Bob Zane.
I know. I felt like I was watching Andy Griffith trying to do like Dave
That's
Chappelle.
what I do
or
when I
something.
process this stuff. I used to do. Oh no, I'm not going to bore you with another.
All I
story.
can think of
Every-
is Fix It Felix. Can I tell you, Kevin, before I threw
We
you
made
off
Kevin so
with Death Pile
self-conscious.
Picker, before the Death
I'm
Pile
gonna tell
Picker
the story
thing,
now.
before the Death Pile Picker thing, you were actually getting to a useful point, and I cut you
Yes.
off by saying Death
Yes,
Pile
you
Picker.
did.
What were you saying? Let's bring it back.
I'm saying that there's no more first class shipping. There's going to be no more first class shipping.
What do you mean?
See, this is a test. You guys this is a reselling podcast with two resellers, and you don't even have any idea there's going to be no first class
resellers.
shipping.
I just
Dawn
learned how to use
probably
priority boxes, Kevin. Give me some time here.
knows. You've ordered them.
What's a flat rate? I
And
just heard of those.
boxes are going to be more important because it's going to be far cheaper to send things not priority, and you need your own box. So
I didn't see Rockstar Flipper say anything about.
Yeah,
first class
if
shipping going
Rockstar
away.
Flipper hasn't talked about it, it hasn't.
Are you making this up?
Are you serious?
I'm seriously have not paid attention, Kevin.
I didn't
have this
watch
thing called
one of
life.
Rockstar Flipper's latest
All
videos,
right.
but based on
Okay.
the title and the thumbnambell, I think
I don't know
robots
if
are
I have my
taking
notes
over
here for
eBay.
this.
Robots.
figured
Yes,
you'd
they
know.
are. taking
Robots
over.
are going. I think robots are going to list and also delist. They're going to sell our stuff, ship our stuff, and we're just.
This
What are
new
we going to
setup,
do with AI?
I don't even
taking
know
over?
how to delete myself off of this podcast. I don't even
That's
know how.
perfect.
Stop cam. I just found it. All right.
That's perfect.
So there's gonna be no more first class. So there's first class is going away, as is parcel. I got to get these names right. Parcel select, parcel ground, retail ground, parcel retail ground, something like that. They're all going away. They're all going to be morphed into one thing. And it's called. I think I might have wrote this down somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You think you'd be prepared?
It's going
to
to be
talk
called.
about
Here
this.
it is, right here. UPS Ground Advantage is what it's called, and it's gonna. There's gonna be no change to the amount that you pay for. For
UPS
4
Ground or
then why
US?
does it matter?
USPS.
Okay.
So it matters because you're going to be able to ship things through the post office cheaper ground shipping than you ever have before. Because, well, I mean, not really. I mean, think about
But
first
slower.
class shipping
Slower.
really slower, but expanding to 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds. So think about first class shipping expanding to those things and going incrementally up. So if you know how you try to package something and it's like 15.9 ounces and you're like, yes, and
I
if
don't
it's
do that.
if it's over a pound,
Yeah.
well,
I
Carrie
just
doesn't know what
always
he's talking
write. I just always write 15 ounces, even if it's over a pound, and then just see what
about.
happens.
There are people
You guys
who
are
do
still
that.
shipping your stuff when it sells? Come on.
Yes, me and my wife. Anyway, so it's not going to that 15.9 16 ounces isn't going to be the end of the world anymore. If you're still going to be able to ship it. Now you got to use your own box, of course, but you can't use party mail box. But I think it's
I
going
got
to be
that
a
market
huge
cornered
shift.
already.
I think it's going to be a big shift. This is good news. I don't know where it'll end up 5 years from now, but USPS like a year ago was like, we don't really
5
want to
years
ship
from
your
now,
stuff.
Whatnot's
Screw
going to
you.
own everything. Whatnot is going to be the only thing available. If we're talking 5 years from now, that's without a doubt.
No.
I think everyone.
However,
would agree.
Do you
May
actually
31st,
hold on? Do you
7 p.m.
actually
Tomorrow
believe
night,
that?
7 p.m.
Or are you
Go check it
making
out.
a joke? Do you actually believe
No,
that? or are you
Whatnot
making a
is
joke?
taking over. Whatnot is taking over.
Dude, you see there's
Kevin keeps telling me this. He keeps
now?
texting that to me. He's like, Whatnot's taken over, Carrie. It's changed my business so much. Whatnot is the truth.
I've done 2 shows.
I'm just
but there's
joking.
one tomorrow night if you want to check it out.
Go check it out.
Tomorrow night is in Wednesday?
Yes.
Disgruntled Octopus.
This is a big deal, and you don't even care. You're resellers. You
your
don't
whatnot
even care.
auction? I care about your whatnot auction. Yes, Kevin. Great.
Gosh,
Wednesday
we care
night.
about
We
your
got the
whatnot
freaking
auction,
message.
Kevin.
All right,
Gosh,
I'm gonna do a
everyone
show.
go buy.
Kevin has a whatnot auction.
Episode.
Why don't you guys go to it?
My episode is now going to be about, what did I call it? USPS. You want to hear something funny? Carrie will appreciate this.
Dude, you know what? Since I don't work off a script, I can release it on Monday.
I'm releasing one right now, guys, and it's going to be terrible.
You're going to go do all your research and put it. I have a video.
I'm going to do what I always do, and I'm going to say
on Monday coming out.
I'm going to say I don't really know what it is, but Kevin told me about it. You should probably watch his video, but I'll get the thumbnail and title first.
I'm sure there's been 10 videos, 15 videos done about it already. Coming soon.
I
almost
USPS
did one before I
Ground
left for my vacation and still come back, and you don't even know what it is.
Dude, you know what's crazy, though, is while we were recording this, Nashville Flipper did 3 videos about it.
Didn't Shed Flips already do it as well?
USPS Ground Advantage. There we go. Starting July 2023, an affordable, reliable way for you to ship your packages up to 70 pounds in 2 to 5 business days. It's a combination of USPS Retail Ground First Class Package. Wow, Kevin didn't tell me any of this. Huh.
Yeah,
I told you all of it.
This is actually interesting the way you're saying it.
Yeah, Kevin didn't say anything like this.
Do you know what the PRC is? Carrie probably knows what the PRC is. Dave
the People's Republic of China.
Republic of China.
That's very good. So that's China, as opposed to the Republic of China, which is actually Taiwan. But it's also the Postal Regulating Commission.
I've been to China, Kevin.
I think it's interesting that the Postal Regulating Commission is named PRC, and it's.
I mean, that's to be fair, not super interesting. But
Kevin's getting political again.
Kevin getting political.
Subscribe.
PRC.
Subscribe.
Carrie, you know what?
Put on your tinfoil caps, guys.
And this is important, Carrie. From what I can now see, because I'm paying attention finally, Josh Gibbs over at the Disgruntled Octopus needs some motivation. And not only does he need some motivation, he needs completely different motivation than Matt's Profit Pursuit, and he needs 60 seconds of it starting now.
Oh, did he buy it too?
Octopus. Yes, he did. Disgruntled Octopus wants. Yes, he did.
This is destroying this terrible podcast.
Okay, Disgruntled Octopus, listen to me. First off, as an octopus, you are one of the smartest sentient beings in all of the universe. We all know this. So use your traits and your skills that are inherent and use them to your benefit, okay? It's all about applying yourself. Yes, he is. And that's maybe the pain of what you felt in life is what can propel you forward, okay? I watched American Idol the other day, and let me tell you what. Okay, when you hear the notes, Kevin, keep it down. When you hear the notes of life, ringing in your ear, pure and true, that will push you forward to whatever your goal is. Do you want to sell a $1.50 card and make 40 cents profit? You can't. I have that market cornered. I own that market, and if you come on my turf, I will destroy you. I will destroy you and everyone who tries. So $1.50 cards, that's my thing. Go $1.55, that's okay. But $1.50 cards, that's my turf. And if you try, Dave.
All right, listen.
If you try,
aggressive. You're getting aggressive.
I just wanted to let him know. If you try,
he can fit through your keyhole, Carrie.
He can.
How is this not a cameo?
We talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah, this is
why
basically
are we talking
a cameo.
about it again?
Yeah, why aren't we on Cameo? That's a
Speaking
great question.
Speaking of a cameo, somebody sent me a message.
Who should have a cameo?
I thought
just
you were
never,
on Cameo.
never sell
they
anything.
Heard that episode where we joked about Cameo forever ago. Do you remember joking about Cameo?
Yeah. I'm gonna create
somebody
an account
sent me a message said that it was their wife's birthday.
You have to say what I say, though.
Me to do a message. I'm in Walmart buying something. I don't know. I was getting my tires changed or something, and I'm like, I'm not on Cameo, and I just recorded something and sent it to him real quick. Didn't charge him anything, despite what these people.
Dude, you did it for free. You're a good guy.
Wow.
Okay, so this is a great idea. My newest hyper focus will be getting the Trash to Cash Cameo up and running. So that's my latest hyper focus.
We should do it. I bet you we'll have some. We should make money from this podcast in the stupidest ways possible.
Why is this funny now?
I don't know.
Because now
apparently we already have.
because now the supply hut money's about to dry up. We need to do something.
We are losing that sweet supply hut money. They're bulldozing the shed this next weekend.
To be fair, all the supply hut money went on red in Vegas anyway, so
that is true. That supply hut money was gone before we received it.
Okay, so we've got a couple of questions over on the Patreon, guys. Pearls from the Past said, way back when I was just a little bitty boy, my dear, sweet mother tied me to the wall and stuck a funnel in my mouth and force-fed me nothing but sauerkraut until I was 26 and a half years old. That's why I hate sauerkraut. I guess my question is, what are your thoughts on sauerkraut?
What are you talking about, dude? What are we?
Hey, they write it and I read it like a robot. That's just how the
What was the
Patreon
last
works.
part, though? I missed it.
Do you like sauerkraut?
I like sauerkraut. It's good.
I've never had it.
Have you guys ever had currywurst before? Curry bratwurst? It's a Berlin staple. It's very good. You should all try it.
Brian Big and Fun. So this is funny. Brian Big and Fun, who's like... He's like a fair weather fan, I'd say, because last week he said he refused to watch it because Kevin wasn't there. So, my respect for him has declined a little bit.
No, I lost all respect for him.
He is
all
kind
and
generous.
And I had very little to begin
listen. This is Kevin. This is where we're going to turn you against him. He asked a question that we literally did a whole episode about, asking about AI and how it can affect reselling and blah, blah, blah. We literally did a whole episode where we titled it that. We talked about it.
He's just trolling you is all he's doing.
No, he's not. He's just not watching the show anymore.
Speaking of that,
he's the guy that would have...
I didn't get to go to yard sales today. I was so disappointed.
Sucks for you.
There were, we're recording on Saturday. Dave didn't go either. You had your
I did go. I brought Callie with me.
I did go.
Today's Callie's birthday, and I brought her with me.
Anyway, did you see the fines in the Discord today? I was so heartbroken with all this.
Dude,
Did you see that?
One good. Oh, I
Mad Balls football I found?
That was cool. I did. If you got on the Discord there. Carrie did get in the Discord. When the news broke of BubbleGATE, he wanted to rip on me in the Discord. So he finally made an appearance. So there's one benefit for all this.
Yeah, he finally showed up. Okay, so I'm going to show you this.
In the Discord, too?
I found a lamp.
That was a different Discord, I think.
I found a lamp.
That was.
Okay, and this lamp... I don't know what
buying that, Dave. Stop it,
dude.
I bought
because of how cool it is. Because so first of all, you can tell it's old. It's old because it's got like the old plug type, right? But check out the front of this freaking lamp.
Probably
it is the coolest lamp. Look at that.
Look at that.
There is a 0% chance you get that to the person safely. There is no chance you'll get that.
The guy said it's from 1930. It's a 1930.
I know, that's why you can't post it and ship it because it will break.
That's really
Kevin, wouldn't you buy that if you saw it for $30?
How much?
30.
No, probably, so cool. Yeah. I mean, I might actually do a Google search.
I actually might buy that for 30 even. That is pretty
I bought
it's
a
really
lamp and a lampshade last week.
Dude, it's about to fall over, dude.
That came with the lampshade. That came
making me nervous the whole episode.
That came with the original lampshade as well. So I mean, I just thought that was too cool to leave. I have no idea.
I already see the episode where you broke the lamp.
I broke this $10,000 lamp. Like, that would be a cool thing to bring to, like, Antiques Roadshow.
Or is there nothing out there?
I don't see anything like it out there. You guys tell me in the comments if you can figure it out.
I'll give you $40, but you got the hand delivered.
I say
it is
$500.
really cool. It could be. Why not?
Hey,
like, where else are you going to find that?
I want to get to this because you made a purchase on Whatnot and bragged about flipping it the other day.
I was pretty excited
Carrie,
about that,
of course, I know, but Carrie approved of it when he said just weeks ago that he would never pay $200 to sell an item for like $550, and then you posted, and he's like, "Oh, dude,
I did
so
exactly
good."
that. Yeah,
that's. A huge
well, he didn't
flip.
say I did
Why
so good. He just said,
that?
"Cool, man."
I just said nice, bro. I was trying to. Do you remember those days when I would post something and you said something nice to me, Kevin? Those were the days. The salad
days. When you had a heart.
I don't feel you're on as much, Carrie. I feel like you're gone. I feel like you're actually working or buying $13 packs
He
of
just has a
cards
new
and
group
so
of
on
friends. He has a new group of friends now, the card friends. Carrie's going to get so big in the card world that he just kind of leaves us behind.
Card bro.
You know this is what's going to happen. He's going to become a card bro.
No,
well, I'm not doing.
You guys are so much. You guys always have like important stuff to say, and then I come in and like I feel like I can't contribute because you guys have all these important YouTube discussions, and I come in and go
your lack of contribution.
Upside down blue, and then you guys are like, what are you talking about?
Hey, speaking of your post today, Biscuit Butt, Archie sent me a message. He's like, I think this is a little bit too Rockstar Flipper-ish because you did a post from inside, like your pool area.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was trying to sell. I wanted people to get like a premium feeling. Like if you buy the ADH Dave
so stickers, you went by the Lamborghini.
You're well to do. You'll probably own a Lambo eventually if you buy this sticker.
Yeah, you got to have the door of your van open. Yeah. But like the DeLorean style.
The van. Yes. That is a sweet van you have, I have to tell you. That is awesome.
It is making so many noises now. It's like
my car's
like the Clunkmobile. Like I roll up and it's like
Oh yeah, mine too. I got a Honda Civic. But I've got another 5 years of my Honda Civic.
Carrie's Civic is good because like it's got AC, but he refuses to turn it on. Because,
are you actually going to get?
Because we don't want to blow the engine.
Literally,
we got to milk this. That's a $2,000 car. We're not going to waste it.
Are you going to drive to FlipCon or fly to FlipCon?
FlipCon, we're driving, but we're going to fly to Reseller Rally. Yeah,
I can drive that car. Okay,
you're going to leave 6 days before the event.
Yeah. It's finally time to actually talk about some interesting things in the reseller world. First off,
USPS.
The 301 sale. The 301 sale. If anyone's going to be there, me and Kevin are going to be there tearing it up. Kevin specifically said do not approach him at sales. I disagree. Yes. I think you can approach
Kevin
us.
Is a bit of a diva. He does have mace and he uses it.
I will be handing out Bubble
Kevin said
Bucks
he has a hole
event.
in the back of his Commonwealth Picker fanny pack. And if you reach into his fanny...
All right, that's the moment we got canceled, folks. Have a good one. It's been a good run.
I'm still here. Hi, guys.
Kevin's laughing. He thinks we can't hear his acceptance of that. He thinks it's funny. He doesn't want to admit it, but he thinks it's funny.
Acceptance? Is that really the appropriate way to say that?
I don't know.
Okay, anyways, but yeah, we'll be there, guys. We'll be there. And I've convinced Kevin. Now, is Steve going to be driving us around? Or your dad? Who's going to be driving
I told Steve I would never go with him again if he keeps wearing the braided leather belt he's had since we were like 8.
But he was rocking an NC Picker shirt, I saw, while he was out there
he had
doing
an
his
NC
thing.
Picker shirt. Yeah. Oh, you watched
Which,
my
by
video.
the way, all sold out. All sold out. They're out of existence. They're hard to find, limited
They're
print,
being graded
et cetera, et cetera.
by VGS.
Yeah, grade them up.
There's nothing more I love than getting in a Pontiac Trans Am Firebird with
Uncle Steve's got money, y'all. He's got
like REO Speedwagon shirt and just going.
He's gonna be driving his convertible. I'm not going with you. Dave. You can come with me, but you have to drive.
Okay, that's fine. I know the area.
How about I go and I'll drive?
Okay,
we'll all have a good time.
I'll drive, Kevin, but you got to tell me where to stop because I am bad at that crap. I am bad at figuring out where to stop. We'll be stopping at tent villages the whole time if I'm driving. Now, last year, maybe we can find it again. Actually, we should make it a mission of ours to find this place. Last year, maybe 2 years ago, when I went, it was 2 years ago, there was this guy in one of the little side neighborhoods smoking some ribs, and they were delicious, and he was selling them in his little community sale. He was selling these smoked ribs and baked beans, and they were delicious. So let's try to. That's going to be my number one goal.
You have any idea where it was at? We're gonna go.
In between Dunn and Smithfield, somewhere. I don't know where.
Smithfield smoking meat, amazing.
Yeah, dude, Smithfield's barbecue is good in North Carolina. Yeah. All my NC people are hitting that thumbs up button. Okay, so
you betrayed them.
Yes, I did do a flip.
You did betray them.
I was on my way to Busch Gardens, and I was kind of stressed, and I was stress spending, because that's what I do. Instead of drugs or alcohol, I spend, right? That's my drug, is buying crap. It's really quite consumerist of me. And it's, where a lot of my customers do, too. But I found this guy in Canada, that's the word, doing a whatnot auction, selling some really nice, like, Dragon Ball figures and pretty rare stuff. And I was like, dang. And his prices were good. But the first item you needed to buy from him, the shipping was like $65 because it was from Canada, right?
Is this just where I get bored with your story? Am I allowed to get bored?
I guess.
Or is that just go
okay.
That way?
So let me go faster. I decided to buy something with the $65 shipping, and then it made all the future shipping much cheaper. And that way I got a bunch of really good deals because no one was bidding against me because no one else wanted to pay to ship from Canada. And I think I spent like $600 in his auction, and I bought like... 7, I think, really, 5, 6 really good figures, and I sold one for $550 this weekend. So I've almost got all my money back for all of them.
Way better than the Rally Roots deal.
Yes, definitely, because I think I'll probably I don't know, probably earn like $800 off it at least. You know, in profit. So, anyways.
Oh, in profit. That's not
in
bad
profit.
at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it'll be good. Sorry, Carrie. Wake up, Carrie.
No, I mean, it's just that was really boring.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go jump off this desk. It won't hurt that bad. It's only about 3 feet up, so I should be okay. I just wanted to let you know I'm jumping off it later tonight. Okay, so another question from Flippin' Lucky. Are Carrie and Kevin worried about Dave turning into Paul Philly Flipper? I only ask because Dave's recent haircut and last picker video where he cut in and talked to the viewers. It seemed too scripted and monotone to be Dave. Dave, don't be mad, you're still my fave. I liked how that rhymed. So, yeah, are you guys scared? Am I turning into Philly Flipper?
You need 1.5 feet, at least.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah,
you know, a better reseller.
I got a lot of things to say, and none of which I'm going to say. Yes, I'm worried about.
Wow, I feel like you're being a little aggressive towards me, Care Bear, and I just want you to calm down. Save 5% off of bubble wrap from SupplyHut.com.
Exactly, guys. Trash to cash with the number 2. Go ahead.
Don't buy it.
Let's have the biggest day of sales on Supply Hut ever.
Well, listen, I read that question. Listen, first of all, there's no way that... Kevin, did you watch my latest videos at all? He didn't. He said he would, but he didn't.
I don't watch them because they're...
Yeah, they're terrible.
I'm just going to sit here.
It's just, how many people do I need to see going to garage sales buying the same stuff over and over again? Seriously, there's enough of us.
That's not true. No. Most people aren't doing videos where they're buying Beanie Babies and VHS. I'm the only one. I'm the only one pretending you can make a profit doing
almost
that.
Exclusively. I'm just getting... I mean, people like to watch them. I'm not a big fan of garage sale videos, honestly. They're just... I already know everything there is to be known about garage sale flipping.
They're still fun.
Except
but anyways,
for waking up on time.
I am going to this flea market.
Good at it.
On Monday. On Monday, I'm going to the Webster Flea Market. I've let the cat out of the bag to my whatnot people, my YouTube people. I feel like there's going to be a lot of people going that know I'm going to be there, and it's going to be mostly just distracting. But we'll see how it goes.
You know what's the worst?
Famous.
What's going to be the worst is when you're going down you're going down the different rows at Webster and you're just fuming, pissed off because nobody has approached you or asked if you're ADHD.
I'm going to be
Rod's going to be there. I want to see the videotape. I want to see people not recognize.
Well, okay, so now I have a question. I have a question because I know. Okay, now there's a couple people that are going to be there. Faya is going to be there. Armin. My friend Faya Benda.
Oh, man.
Rod Pickin' and Punchin's going to be there. Paul Philly Flipper's going to be there. We're all going to be there. Now, I know Armin is going to go off and do his own thing because he is like a t-shirt bro. No offense, but he's a t-shirt bro. He just likes shopping for t-shirts. He's good at it. That's what he wants to buy, and he does not want to share them. He doesn't want to share them at all. So I feel like he's going to go off and do his own thing. But if I roll up to a table full of sealed VHS, Kev, with Rod, am I required to let him get them all, or am I allowed to take some too?
No,
because he's a collector.
I will tell you this: Rod is one of I love you guys, but man, I had a blast with Rod. He was terrific.
He was fun to pick with. Yeah,
kind, generous, nice guy. I mean, it was a good time. I picked for 2 days with him, and I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Yeah, but with Philly Flipper, do I have to give him all the C9 light bulbs?
Paul sucks up everything like a vacuum cleaner.
I know. He's he buys everything, so I don't know.
Well, not as much anymore. So yeah.
Okay. Well,
you buy a lot. Don't act like you don't buy a lot, Dave. You buy a lot.
No, I buy a lot, but it's usually the trash. So they don't have to worry too much. So Dave, crappy Disney Black Diamonds over here.
That's not true. I picked with you, dude. I'm like, you did very well.
We got another negative review on iTunes, which is really exciting for me. This is a big day. I try to save them. I now save the negative reviews for the end because even though Carrie pretends it doesn't hurt him, you can see him die a little inside.
Carrie,
watch his face as I read.
I had to delete a comment before Carrie saw it. We don't delete too many comments.
Really? What was it? Let's see.
I'm trying to think. It was pretty... I can't remember what it was, but I'm like, Carrie is really not going to like this comment. I probably should get rid of... Oh, they were trashy. They were just totally ripping you because you were interrupting Harry Tornado.
Oh,
I mean, this just... you
to
were
be
talking...
fair, I was
you're so
interrupting.
Disrespectful. And
well,
so I'm like, have you never watched this podcast?
Harry Tornado did deserve it, though. I mean, let's be real.
People are forgetting the fact that he is Harry Tornado and deserves no respect.
Someone gave me props for pulling down the illusion of his fake videos or something, and I'm like, did I do that during the show? I don't remember pulling down the illusion.
Yeah,
our podcast is so Our podcast is so subversive that it goes all the way back around, and it's actually not subversive at all. That's what's beautiful about our podcast. We could be subversive, but yet still shill everything that everybody else shills. It's beautiful, and it was planned.
I think that they meant, like, when I was telling Josh to stop, and it is weird. It surprised me, Josh, if you're listening this far into the show, that you do this. I don't know if you heard this, Kevin, but he, like, re-puts on the same T-shirt the next day for continuity. And I was like, that's pretty weird.
I commented
that's not
on
that
it.
relatable.
I do the opposite.
What'd you say?
I change shirts during the day. Because, like, when I went on vacation, I filmed on Thursday, I filmed 2 videos. I had, like, 30-some sales. I'm like, I'm just going to film 2. Then I have an extra video when I'm on vacation. And so I filmed 2 different videos. I changed my hat, I changed my shirt, and filmed the second video. But it was actually the same day. So it's opposite.
That's why that other one felt, like, off. The second one that you did. It felt wrong. Felt off. It's
Kevin,
like, this has got to be the same day.
Was part of that, like, your hyperhidrosis, though? The constant need to sweat. It's where you can't stop sweating. You're like the sweatiest, smelliest man I've ever met, and so you're just changing your T-shirt because you're so drenched with sweat. When you meet Kevin, guys, he's like got sweat dripping down his nose, his face, his beard.
It's like a constant wet T-shirt competition. Kevin's entering.
Hyperhidrosis. Oh, Carrie's mic broke. Carrie's mic broke. You can always tell when Carrie's mic breaks. Okay, so here's the negative review. The negative review. And listen, based on today's podcast, we totally deserve this negative review. And again, those of you who are still listening, you're the real MVPs.
Unsubscribe.
Okay, so this review was ugh. And I love that the guy's username is the guy's username is Nice Guy. Okay, so Nice Guy said ugh. Tried listening to a couple episodes, 90% rambling nonsense, 10% reselling content. I mean, that sounds like 5 stars. That's exactly what we're going for. That's exactly what we're going for.
Chris Hall Design, a comment on the video, says, holy cow, I wish Dave would let people talk.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, I think I responded to that, didn't I?
And Harry Tornado replied to it, I hear he eats the cob.
That's true. Yeah, I do eat the cob when I'm done.
He was a little inappropriate, don't you think, for someone of his stature? It was highly inappropriate.
Yeah, he should probably be just kicked out of the show.
Yeah,
that's why he's not here this week. Gosh, don't start a hashtag. That'll catch like fire. It's too good. Okay, so we got a positive review too. So again, May 15th, Wildcat Mounts. Is
that a taxidermy place?
Catamounts.
Could be. Much like picking at the bins. This podcast is a lot like picking at the Goodwill bins. Somewhat scary. You anticipate bad odors, and it might take 90 minutes until you find something worthwhile. But we found some grails and heaters of knowledge interspersed throughout the pod to help our whatnot and eBay sales. Carrie took a big heater this morning. You
haven't given anything.
Upper decker, because I like to share.
Okay, fine. Let's talk about our eBay sales, guys. This is a reselling podcast. Carrie, what was your best sale of the week?
On eBay?
Carrie doesn't know.
Why you start with me? I'm not prepared.
Okay, I'll start with me. It's definitely not... It's the action figure that I sold for $540, but I've been selling a crazy amount of golf clubs. Like, Kevin, I did a show where, like, every sale was golf clubs. Golf club. And they're, like, $100, $80, $60. Like, they were good sales. So that was kind of my best thing.
And you don't know, apparently, I did watch your video, what the difference between a putter and an iron or any of it. You have no idea. You don't know what a putter is. Oh, my gosh.
I don't know what a putter is. I played putt-putt, though. Usually they're the ones that have, like, green ends.
What a putter
blue
is.
ends or pink ends.
I sold a pair of shoes for $65. Nike.
Oh, I got a good one. Better than that. Way better than that.
Whoa! Family got Peter figure for 40 plus shipping.
Yeah, that also sucks compared to what I got.
What did you get, Carrie?
Dude, look at this.
Building it up.
I was selling like 20 or 30 cards a day. You know, no big deal. But beyond that, I sold this for $160, guys. Well, actually, we took an offer, so it was less. But it was like 100 something. I sold this cool Duran lot. It was like a bag and a headband and a wallet. We got that at the bins, and we sold it. No, it was $200. We sold it for $160.
We
picked it up at the bins like
6
months ago.
Found it?
It did sit for a while.
Who found it?
Does it matter? I mean, are we? Listen, you guys are married.
Don doesn't listen.
When Tina or Blue Ridge Mama, we got to call her legally Blue Ridge Mama.
Did you sell any of Tina's cousin's cards? Did you sell any of her cousin's cards?
No, I'm collecting them. I was gonna. Do you want me to send some to you?
No, I don't care.
Tina's
cousin is like a big deal, I guess. Now I forgot his name already, but Kevin knows.
I think it's Patrick Bailey of the San Francisco Giants.
Catcher.
Yeah. I don't understand how you have a card from him in 2020 though, when he this is supposed to be his first season. I'm confused by that.
You got to learn sports cards. This is a prospect Bowman card when he was in the minors.
Okay. Mm-hmm. He was in the minors. Yeah.
It's like Kevin has one of those, but Kevin's was like in one of those tobacco, back when they used to make cigarettes with uranium or whatever in the package. It was like a little Piedmont little black and white picture one. That was Kevin's.
Here's a little fun Florida fact. Speaking of related to famous people. Yeah, this will be fun. Kevin, who's the most famous person you're related to? Oof. Other than you, of course. I mean, in your other than Blue Ridge Mama.
Turner.
Not in your direct household. Not in your direct household.
Bubba's girlfriend. I don't know.
Mine is like a Florida fame only, I think. I don't know. Maybe some other states too.
Going back.
I got a decent one. Maybe. I actually have a decent one.
Oh, yeah. Carrie, who's yours?
I've told you about this before. My cousin.
You haven't told the podcast.
Is Michael Dowtry. And he wrote the new Godzilla movie. And yeah, he wrote X-Men, one of the X-Men. He's a director.
Trick or Treat was the one that I remember.
And I think he directed Trick or Treat. I have never met him in my life. He is my dad's older sister's grandson. So second cousin?
My dad's older sister's second cousin. That sounds like.
Yeah, second cousin. But yeah, one of these days I'm going to get us like some sort of deal with Hollywood.
Actually, well, no, Kev, we're talking about living. We're talking about living, and then we can talk about dead.
Okay.
Because I have a dead
so I got one, but I don't know his name. That's terrible, but it's true. So he's Cuban, though, Dave. You might know this. There's a Cuban guy down there.
Fidel Castro?
No. Well, he's not.
Someone put in the comments that I look like a young Fidel Castro.
I only know Fidel Castro and Scarface. That's the only Cubans I know.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to find his name. He does a show on PBS, I think it is, about traveling.
LeVar Burton?
Okay, so I've decided that the most famous one, and really I think it's only going to mean stuff to maybe like the lower East Coast of America, is if you've ever seen the lawyer signs, Morgan and Morgan, okay? And I don't even think they get up to Virginia, but all the Florida people just said Morgan and Morgan. John Morgan's wife is my mom's cousin. So I'm related to Morgan and Morgan.
Name drop.
And also, I found out that Callie went to this like place called Wonderworks, which is like a little kid museum in Orlando. Apparently, he owns it, and I can get free tickets there whenever I want. That's all I get out of this relationship, and I've never met the guy.
Anywhere in Florida, if the bar association is having a luncheon, you and your family can get in for free, is what you're telling us.
Yes, pretty much, yes. I basically, have you ever seen Suits? You know that show where he pretends he's a lawyer? And then, that was called Suits,
Doogie Howser, MD?
Yeah, and so basically I am a lawyer, is what I'm saying. And Kevin, did you figure out your
I don't know. I can't figure it out.
What about the dead relative? Who's your famous dead relative?
It's not even worth saying, and nobody knows who
it is. I want to know. I want to Google it.
Uh-oh. Somebody did something bad in the past. Who is it?
I knew her as Aunt Gladys. She wrote a book, and she was was a host of the Tonight Show one time, forever and a million years ago when Johnny Carson wasn't there. She was funny and whatever. I don't even know her last name.
I don't know if you'll have heard. Oh, Shoemaker. I don't know if you'll have heard of my lady. Maybe you will because you're a teacher. Harriet Beecher Stowe.
Of course.
The writer of Uncle Tom's Cabin. I'm related to her on my dad's mother's side. So that's mine. Carrie? We're out of things to talk about.
I'm also related to the Spencers, which is Princess Diana.
Spencer's Gifts?
Yeah, and the people who founded Spencer's Gifts also. I don't like to focus on the Diana, Princess of Wales or whatever. I like to focus on the Spencer's Gift aspect of my heritage, yes. That place is cool, Kevin. You'd love it. You should go there.
Okay.
Harold Tornado asked a question in the Patreon. He said, would you rather do 50 push-ups or 50 listings?
Oh my gosh!
Let's be fair. I'm not capable of doing either.
Listings, I like it.
I think 50 push-ups would be way faster.
Relaxing.
50 push-ups is like 2 minutes.
3 at a time, Dave.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, it would be faster than 50 listings, for sure, by a long shot. But what do you get out of it? Like a sexy body? That's nothing for me. I'm already
get one of those Kevin bods.
Yes, but you're on your whatnot talking about who your wife thinks is good looking, and she's just reeling them off. She just tell you. She's just straight up.
Yeah, no, well, she had to pick... You know? Who were the options she had to pick? She had to pick between it was John Cena and the guy from Magic Mike. Who's the guy from Magic Mike, Carrie?
I haven't watched Magic Mike.
Gosh, Seth Rogen?
Why are you watching Magic Mike?
Why aren't
Channing
you?
Tatum. It's Channing
Tatum, yes. So, Carrie, who do you pick? Because she picked Channing.
Oh, Channing Tatum. Every day of the week and twice on Thursday.
Yeah. John Cena looks like Ernest P. Worrell. This is what we were talking about.
He does. He looks like buff Ernest. He does. Yeah, I agree with you. Kevin kind of looks like Ernest. That kind of looks like Kevin with his shirt off.
Are you supposed to ship that thing already?
This is Kevin. No, I just did the auction Friday night, and it's Saturday. It's been
Kevin
one day.
Does have an aggressive amount.
Saturdays.
He has aggressively more nipples, though, than that.
Yeah, it's not shipping out until Tuesday. That's a good point. Yeah.
I got a message. Okay. So I'm on eBay, and I've got my vacation mode on. Somebody buys it like on a Wednesday, and they send me a message today. Why hasn't this shipped yet? And I'm like, it's on vacation mode. Did you ever get that? Like the alert, it says it right there in the listing.
I still believe that if you send an offer or accept an offer, they don't get notified of vacation mode. And also eBay screws it up and makes the due date wrong. So like if you send an offer and accept an offer, it has the early due date before you get back from vacation. That's burned me like 6 times. So I never send or accept offers.
And it shows that the shipping date is the day after the holiday. It shows it right there on the thing. So
did you try turning it off and back on again?
Turning what back? I didn't need to. They didn't see the message. That's my point.
Listen, half the people that used to watch the IT crowd just laughed, okay? I was doing a quote from a TV show.
Yeah, I was thinking it was
Carrie's eating a bag of Lay's chips or something over there. I don't know what that was all about.
What?
He looks irate. Guys, I did get some positive feedback on eBay this week.
Good one.
I got one positive feedback, so that was pretty cool.
Awesome. That should outweigh all the
Did you get any positive feedback? We always focus on the negative. Like, we never talk about the positive.
I'll read you my last positive feedback.
I tried to with USPS shipping. That's positive. This is great news for resellers.
I don't think it's positive. I think it's going to be a bad thing. I think it's going to be a bad thing.
It's not.
I think it's going to be bad as well.
Start off. It's the Walmart syndrome.
Okay.
It's going to start off affordable, and then it's going to jack up the prices, and you'll never see $5 shipping again.
Go back 5 months, and UPS was like, all right, this is it. And now it's all of a sudden it's affordable. And now you've seen priority mail drop for closer items. And now you're seeing, I mean, these are, I don't know if it's because gas prices are going down, or if USPS woke up and said, hey, we're pointless unless we start actually being competitive with items over 2 pounds.
Okay, so here's a reselling thing that happened this week. So I sold a plush Scooby-Doo, and it was massive, enormous and massive. And in my opinion, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna just squish it down and put it in a box.
Scooby-Doo's are hard to do that way.
This is the part of the show where everyone starts hating me. But I'm owning all my flaws. I'm owning all my flaws. This Scooby was kind of stiff, like carnival plush, kind of stiff, right? Like
yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, the bending thing wasn't really working that well.
Put it in a big bag.
I haven't heard that before.
We were... No, he has not. Okay, so... How do I word this? I'm going to word it the honest way. It would not bend, so I bent it anyways. And I forced it into that 12 by 12 by 8.
I once went to the ER because of that.
And listen, there's like at least a 50-50 chance that this thing's neck is irrevocably broken by the time the customer gets it. And I'm just like, I'm probably refunding this. When they get this, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be refunding it, but maybe not.
I love how
it might just pop back up and not be broken. We'll see. I'm a little concerned about it, though.
I'd love to just...
It was either that or it was $44 to ship, and I sold it $29.99 free shipping. This is the problem with free shipping, folks.
No, this is the problem with not knowing how big the items are.
It's true.
Okay, so anyways, Carrie, you were saying something about how you bent it and broke it? What was that?
Yeah, no, I once went to the ER because of that. Yeah, if it's not bending, you don't want to press the matter.
You don't want to force
it.
You
don't want to force
it. It will break.
I've done this too, Dave. I'll admit.
I had to wear a cast for 6 months, Dave. It wasn't fun.
Had a Santa.
Okay.
That's like it was one of those that's not very flexible. It's like Patrick, Patrick Star, whatever. And,
do your Patrick Star impression.
It was like, you know how sometimes you get like 2-inch differences is going to be like $50 difference in shipping. And
that's
like,
what it was
happening.
Got
to figure this thing out, and it was tough. I finally did get it done, but I shipped it. You can get a big giant black trash bag.
No, but I put its raw measurements in, and because it was so big, even if I just did it in a trash bag, it was going to be like $40 to ship it. It was going to be $40 regardless. So I had to bend him like 28. It was like 22 inches, and I needed him to be like 12
22 inches.
That's far too big.
It was a full 12 to 22 inches.
That's a big difference, by the way. That's 1 to 2 feet. You should know. That's not close.
I feel like we've fielded this question over from Finding Keepers Resales. Tony, he said, if Trash to Cash the movie was ever made, what actors would you want to play you? I feel like we might have
Woody Harrelson.
You want Woody Harrelson to play you?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Carrie?
Cate Blanchett.
Mine's easy. I thought you were going to say the one who says, like...
she was in the Bob Dylan movie, and I like the Bob Dylan movie.
Crying feels good in a place like... Heartbreak feels good in a place like this.
Oh, Nicole Kidman?
What is that actress' name? I thought you were going to say Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, that would have been a good
Carrie,
one, too.
Obviously, Cate Blanchett can't play you well.
Well, when I was a kid, and I'm sure most of you can see this, when I was a kid, people told me I looked like... what was it? Ryder Strong from Boy Meets World.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's get Ryder Strong out of retirement. Yeah. Get him off his podcast.
So we got Ryder Strong, Woody Harrelson, and I'm going with Hugh Jackman. I mean, the resemblance is
why not?
So, X-Men, Wolf Jackman. or Hugh Jackman, Wolf Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's also suspiciously short, so...
Yeah, he's short. He's got the chops, so I want Hugh Jackman to play me. So you got Hugh Jackman... what did you say, Fix It Felix?
Hugh Jackman now.
Woody Harrelson.
Like old Hugh Jackman, like old and widely. Not
He's very debonair. He's
not
debonair,
sexy Jackman.
I mean, not like Kingpin Woody Harrelson. Like Cheers Woody Harrelson.
I want Kingpin and Woody Harrelson personally for you. He wants like white men can't dunk Woody Harrelson. That's what Kevin wants. He's not getting that, though, because Kevin also can't dunk.
And then Ryder Strong. I'd watch that movie, guys. This sounds like a good movie. I mean, we don't need it, though, because we're going to make our own movie.
Yeah, we're going to do
Just stay tuned to our onlyfeet.com.
301, we can make it. Oh, Carrie's not going to be at 301.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited about him not being
guys. That's a long... I don't even know where it is. You guys wouldn't even tell me where it was.
North Carolina.
It's North Carolina.
That's a long
crowded. And we're making it more crowded by talking about it, which
I know. Yeah. Well, whoa. Okay, fancy boy, you're gonna bring in the crowd? I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
He is ruining garage sales for everyone.
I've heard that. Didn't Paul say that? I'm gonna talk to him about that whole Garage Sale Nation comment he put on the Facebook. I don't know if you saw that, but he put a negative comment on your Facebook page over on the Garage Sale
Nation.
He's
talking about it on the flip side.
No.
If
anybody's
on the
Garage Sale Nation Facebook page.
If anybody's listening to the flip side, he's probably talking about it.
What is the flip side?
It's the Philippe side. It's his podcast, the Philippe side.
Does he have a podcast?
Yeah, he has a podcast. It's called the Philippe side.
Oh, is this the one that's not about reselling?
I don't know what it's about.
Podcast?
Dang it, Paul. Paul told me something about a podcast. I
think it's like about extreme couponing.
I'm going to have to look into that, too. The Flip Side podcast.
You love those
from
ESG,
from ESG to geopolitics? What? Is that right?
What?
That can't be it.
But he knows what PRC means.
This podcast series features a lively debate between two Barclays research analysts. I don't think that's Paul's podcast.
That's probably no. It's spelled Philippe, not Flip.
Okay. Did you saw Flip the World Texas wants to do a podcast now too?
He was on the lunch podcast. The Let's Do Lunch
he wants
podcast.
He said
they're going out on a limb right there.
I know.
Not as far as a limb they're going out in a couple of weeks, but still.
Why you going on it?
No.
Who's going on it?
Going on it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not supposed to say that though, so you got to delete that.
Nobody heard that.
Yeah, I'll definitely
cut it.
Definitely will
cut it out.
That. Definitely no chance I'll forget to do that.
I'm scared.
No. Chris Flip the World wants to do a podcast alone.
What's up with the podcasts all of a sudden? I mean,
we've started a trend. We've started a trend.
Don't they know there's just nothing but trouble?
That's true.
Yeah. False promises.
Imagine talking for an hour and a half without any plan. Nothing can go wrong.
You know what really upsets me, on a side note, for the wrestling fans out there? That Rey Mysterio's son is kind of an anti-hero. He's a bad guy now.
Well,
Rey Mysterio was my boy. Yeah, he's a bad guy. It's very upsetting.
Yeah,
protagonist,
he's gonna heal, but he'll be good later.
Be baby
okay.
face.
Yeah, it's very sad. Anything new from Casey Neistat, Carrie, before we close it out?
Yeah, he's back to daily vlogging, guys. New York City like you've never seen it before.
This has been Trash to Cash Podcast, episode 84. See you next time.